Hello, Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to look at Unit 5, Let's Experiment. The topic for today's lesson is A Day in the Life of an Astronaut. This is a reading lesson taken from Pulse 2, page 56. So if you have the textbook with you, please turn to this page and we are going to do a reading activity. Okay, I'm very sure that you can see there's a text on page 56. It is about a block entry, which is written by an astronaut. Okay, do you know what is an astronaut? Astro or astro, ya? Astro is a prefix. Ia adalah imbuhan awalan related to stars and aerospace. Astronaut is a person who is trained and this person will travel to space to carry out certain tasks or mission. Among the popular astronauts in the world are such as Yuri Gagarin or Neil Armstrong. If you love aerospace or if you love anything to do with aerospace science, you will be familiar with some of the popular astronauts in the world. If you notice, there is a picture, and this is actually Serena Hughes from America, who is a female astronaut. And at the bottom, there's ISS, the space station. Let's read about her life as an astronaut. Hi, I'm Serena Hughes, and I'm an American astronaut on the International Space Station. So this is actually the space station. This is my day. 8 a.m. I wake up to the sound of one of my favorite songs. Mission Control Center in Houston plays a different song for each crew member every morning. So this is actually her routine, her life in ISS. 8:15, I get up and have a wash. We have to transport water from Earth to the space station. This means we can have showers because they use too much water. If we use too much water for washing, we won't have enough to drink. Interesting. There's insufficient water issue in the space station. What about at 9 a.m.? I try to fly to my workstation to switch on my computer. Everyone is weightless in space because there is no gravity, so moving around is difficult. So she was describing the hardship of being in outer space because since there's no gravity, it's very hard for them to move around. Okay, they float in the air. Mereka terapung-apung. What about at 2 p.m.? Now it's time for some housework. In space, we have to take the rubbish out just like we do at home. We load it into a spacecraft which will take it down to Earth. This is interesting. They still need to clear the rubbish. So what they do is they put it in the spacecraft and the spacecraft will transport all the rubbish to the Earth. Okay, I'm going to read another one, which is at 4 p.m. I go to the laboratory to check on an experiment we are doing. We are trying to see if we can grow vegetables in space. So this is about the experiment. They conducted a scientific experiment in the space to find out if vegetables can be grown in space. All right. So the rest of it, I hope that you can read yourself, and you can also check some of the words here. For example, gravity, housework, muscles, weightless, and sleeping bag. Okay, for the reading activity, you are asked to answer 4 questions, which I believe that the questions are quite straightforward and you can get the answer by referring to the text of the blog before. For example, number 1, why is it difficult to get from one place to another? Kenapa susah untuk bergerak dari satu tempat ke satu tempat yang lain? The second one is, where do astronauts send their rubbish? Okay, ke manakah sampah itu dibawa pergi? Number 3, why does Serena do exercise? And number 4, how does Serena communicate with people she knows on Earth? So I hope that you can answer all the questions and write in your books. Next, cultural comparison. So what is comparison? Perbandingan. We want to compare the situation in Malaysia and in other countries. So just now, what we read was about an astronaut in America. We know that America is a developed country, which is clearly more advanced when it comes to space and aeronautic technology. But has there been a space exploration mission from our country, Malaysia? Adakah terdapatnya pengembaraan di angkasa daripada Malaysia, negara kita? And what are the names of some astronauts from your country? Adakah terdapatnya angkasawan kelahiran Malaysia? So what is the answer? I'm very sure that this is very easy for you because... Okay, Tara, are you familiar with this phrase? This is actually Malaysia's first astronaut. His name is Datuk Dr. Sheikh Muzaffar Shukor. And he was the first Malaysian who travelled to ISS to conduct experiment about cancer cells and many other experiments. All right. And next to him is Major Faiz Khalid. He is a doctor or a dentist, a dentist in the Malaysian Armed Forces, Doktor Gigi Tentera. So both of them were selected to be trained for 18 months, if I'm not mistaken, in Russia. And but there was only one astronaut who was chosen, okay, to be in the final stage, and that was Dr. Sheikh Muzaffar Shukor. Here are 5 pictures related to him and his mission. I want you to think about what can you say or what can you describe about the picture and come up with 5 sentences. Each picture, I want you to write 1 sentence. Okay, I hope it's clear. So that is for the second activity. And now we are going to proceed with the next activity, which is grammar. What you have to do is to complete the text with articles. Articles, as you have learned before, there are 3, a, and the. A, we usually use it in front of singular countable nouns. For example, a person, okay, a bird, okay, which are not specific, but we know that it is a single unit, dia satu sahaja, okay? And like a teacher, okay? And normally noun, we can use a in front for consonant sound, like b, ch, d, f, g, and etc. Right? So a will come before noun. A tu akan digunakan sebelum kata nama. Whereas for n is used in front of singular countable nouns. It is also singular, satu juga jumlahnya, but it is not, it doesn't, it starts with vowel sound. For example, a, e, I, o, u. So just like a, it is also for a singular countable noun and not specific. We do not know which one. Okay? And the final one is the. We use the in front of all nouns. Sebarang noun, tak kira berapa, satu or more than that. And normally we want to describe someone or something which is specific. Maksudnya kita tahu siapa yang kita maksudkan. So if we want to introduce someone, we use a or an first, and then when we know the person that we are referring to, then only we can use the. Okay, so here there are 12 missing articles. So I want you to think of what is the most suitable article that fit in the text. And we are going to discuss the answer in the next lesson. I think that's all from me. I hope that this lesson can give you some cultural awareness, especially about life as an astronaut. Okay? And I hope that this will inspire you to learn and love science, especially, okay? Science and technology. Who knows, one day you can also be part of Angkasawan program. Okay, with that, thank you. Assalamualaikum, and you are reminded again to ask me. Okay, ask me directly if you are lost in your lesson. Alright. Okay. Assalamualaikum and stay safe.